Hello, welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. Today's video is my cash stuffing for week 3 of April. I've got £110 to cash stuff in cash, and I've got £675 that I have cash stuffed digitally into my pots, which are held in Chase, in Starling and in Monzo. And they're all represented by placeholders, which are in my binders. So let's get started. So we have got 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 15, 110. So it's less than I would usually stuff, just because we've overspent in a few areas. So I'm just cutting it back a little bit. So we'll start off with the cash. So food isn't getting anything this week in cash. Because I overspent last week, which is fine. It's been the school holidays. I expected to have overspent in both weeks, and I only overspent in one. So I am happy with that. Family fun is going to get its usual 25. So I'll add that to the 15 that's already here. So then we've got 20, 30, 35 and 40. We've got a party at the end of this month that we're travelling back to my hometown for. So we'll need money for lunch and dinner on the day of the party, and then drinks in the evening. So we're just going to build that up now over the next, well, it's literally like not next weekend, the weekend after, so you haven't got long. Anyway, so health and beauty is going to get another 10. It does usually get 15. But I've overspent in this area just because we've bought lots of sort of vitamins and hair dye for me because I'm really grey. Yeah, but I'm adding 10 in, so it's got 15. So if my oldest wants to go and get his hair cut, he can. So that's perfect. Time for us is actually getting money into the bank still. We still need to book somewhere for when we go away for Pink, to watch Pink, but I've got £30 in there just because it was already there, and I'm just rolling it over. And my self-care, I've got £10 left, although I've overspent in my digital pots, so I'm going to keep that there and not add to it. So all of my money is going to be going back to pay off my credit card, so I'm not getting anything extra now. So that's all of those. So then we have got 75 left, so 15 is for my husband, and I've got £60 to go into family annuals, which I haven't got here. Hold on one sec. Right, family annuals. So this binder was from Mama Needs a Plan. It's a custom binder, so it's got all of our things that we need for the year, and this £60 is going towards my husband's birthday. And this little tracker is from Yorkshire Budgets. I've not laminated it because the amounts that I'll put in here each year will vary. So I've decided to put, so I'm putting the whole £60, and I've decided this year that we're gonna, I'm gonna save 120, and that will pay for a small gift and a nice meal out. So we're gonna do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. That's a really not very exciting crossing off, is it? I usually like to colour, but I started crossing them off, so there you go. So we've got £70 built up for that, and that is, we've got a month to go for that one, which is great. Oh, and then I've added this tracker in, which was from Budget with Jessa for the half term. So we'll start working on that as soon as we've done my husband's birthday, because his birthday is a week and a half before half term. So I want to make sure I get that one done first. So that is the cash. So I'll leave those there. I haven't got any of my pens out, but my pot is near me, so that's fine. So let's start in our weekly, daily weekly binder. Bring in my placeholders. So food, we've actually now only got £105 for the week. So there's no cash, it's literally £105. Now I have already bought food for the next couple of days, so we've already got lunches for Monday onwards, and we've already got dinner for Monday, so actually we should be okay for that. And to be honest, I did buy last week, I did buy ice creams. So yeah, it was a nice treat. The kids enjoyed it with the weather this weekend. So yeah, fuel and charging is going to get 40. I'm not quite sure why it's getting so much, but we've already got 5, so we've got £45 in fuel and charging. I doubt we'll use much this week. Again, I want to build this up because when we go back to my hometown, it's like 3 hours away, so we need to get there and back, so that needs to be built up. Family fun isn't getting anything in the bank, it's had its 25 in cash. My self-care is not getting anything either because I've overspent by £22, so I'm literally just paying that back. Money for us is going to get £20, so that means we've got 60 in there now, which is good. School, we've just drained school, and it's getting 30, so if I put that 10 back and I'll get 2 20s, so then we've got 45 in there now. Clothes is also getting some, so it's getting 20, so it's 50 in there, and I'm just going to add 20, so I've got 70 in there now. I say health and beauty, overspent last week, so I overspent by just under £20, so I am adding £20 to health and beauty as well as the 10 in here, so we're taking some of it from next week's allowance, and so it's just paying back the credit card, so nothing's going to show in there. Home is going to get 40, so we will have 60 in there, so I'll take that 20 out. So we've got £60 in there. We are still debating as to what is our next job going to be. We've got loads, so we're going to keep saving until we figure out what the next job's going to be. So kids is getting its usual. Do I usually put 20 or 30 in here? I think I'm only putting 20 in here. I think, yeah, because I put extra in last time, so I've lowered it this time. So essentially what I do is I have an allowance for each pot for the month, and sometimes if I've overspent in one particular week, I'll just kind of forward myself the money that I've allocated for the following week. So that's all I do. Clubs is getting 50, however I've overspent last week, so there's only 35 available, but again that's fine. Just again paying back for the overspend for the previous week. Pets is getting 15, so there's 100 in there, so we'll just add a 10 and a 5. School food is getting, oh, it's only got 5 left. I've just topped up their food for the rest of this month, so it's getting 20, so there's 25 in there, and bus passes isn't getting anything, so that is all nicely topped up there. If I get time to edit the video, I'll add in, you might see that I've put like screenshots of the bank. I'm not sure if I'm going to get time this week. If I do, it will be there, or you may have already seen it, I don't know. Right, tech is getting £30. Again, I'm going to do like I did last week, and I'm not going to colour the whole thing on camera because it's a lot of colourage, but yeah, I will do that off camera. Oh, I need my blue placeholders. So there's no difference between the blue and the pink, just size, colour, and yeah. So we're adding 30, so we'll have 150. In tech. So I'm saving for a iPad. The Save 250 challenge is so nearly done. We've literally got how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 weeks. Excuse me. Oh, that was bad colouring. Just gonna get some water. Excuse me. So we have got 205 in at the moment, and we've now got 210. So just £40, and I've literally been saving £5 a week, and this £250 is for glasses. Did I already say that? I can't remember. What's this? Oh man, car maintenance. Oh, I still haven't sorted that out. I will try and do that for next week. I'm just going to add a 20 in here. So we've swapped our cars over. So we've got 2 cars, and I did have 2. Oh, sorry, just knocked the camera. We had 2 different car maintenances going, but I don't know how much the new car is going to cost us annually. So I haven't got a tracker out. I need to sort that. But the electric car, so I've just put £20, which is what I was putting in for the old car. But the electric car gets £25 a week. So we have got 925 in here. I'm just going to lean forward and grab my orange pen. So this has got insurance due at some point. So what we did do, okay, I don't know if anybody knows the answer to this question. So last year we got a multi-car. So it was our first time getting a multi-car. So we added on the small car to the main insurance. Well, no, just a multi-car policy. But now we're not sure, or I need to find out if they're now both going to expire at the same time, or they're still going to be, so like one was May and one was September. So I don't know if they're both now going to be due in May, or just one of them due in May and the other in September. I have no idea. I hope it's May and September, because I don't know if I've got enough to do them both now with changing the car. I don't know. Anybody else got a multi-car? How does it work? Not a clue. Right, the Save 1000 is being left, and then our emergency fund, which is our 10k, is getting another £10, because I add £10 every week. And then because it's been such a spendy week, I've had quite a lot of roundings. It's always like round all the pennies and put them into here. So we've actually got 450. So I feel like I want to half this. So we're so close to being halfway on this, which is super, super exciting. So we have got, let's see if we've got any 50s left. So 455, which is very cool. What did I do with the 400? Here it is. Right, 455 in emergency fund. Although my husband's coffee machine keeps leaking water, so I think we might need to repair it. And it's one of those really posh ones that like froths the milk and stuff. But oh my god, it saves us a fortune on him buying coffee out, because he's a proper like coffee nut. Right, so that was my medium to long term. What else are we doing? What else? Annuals. So we have got £50 to add to our annuals. So these are all kind of annuals outside of the car. So the car annuals aren't included in here. We are working on breakdown cover. just find the one with the erasable end. There we go. Rub this wire. So we realised that the reason that we got this so cheap last year is we were still part of the caravan club. So we used to have a caravan a couple of years ago, and then we sold it last year. Might have been the year before now. But we had just renewed our membership, and then we sold the caravan. But our membership is now due for renewal. But we got breakdown cover cheap because we were part of the caravan and camping club. So the 110 won't cover both cars. It would actually only, I think we'd need about £180. However, Top Cashback has an offer that you can essentially get £70 back, so it would be 110. But obviously initially I'm going to have to have the outlay for it. So I am going to have to increase this breakdown. Should we do it now? Yeah, so I want to make sure that I've got the cash in here. So I think I'm going to put 180. So I need to remember that to change that on my Chase, no, Starling. These are all in Starling. So I've now lost track of what I was doing. So breakdown cover had, oh, that was 40 and not 50 because I didn't have the placeholders last week. So I've got 90 in here now. Right, so, oh no, I need 220s. So yeah, it's always worth, like, when you set these, still like constantly review them, that you're saving the right amount of money, because I actually think the Disney Plus has gone up as well. Yeah, so that's potentially gone up. But this month and next month we are putting £50 a week into our annuals. We used to only put £40, but I have increased it a bit because there are, you know, they're all starting to creep up a little bit. So breakdown cover has got, there we go, at £90. And we've paid our garden bins. Again, next year I'm going to save 130, so I've just made a note on this tracker. So this is from Budgets and Dreams. Jen, she does lots of different styles of it, and it's just brilliant. It really keeps me in the know of what's happening. So it was £124 for the bins this year. It was just under £120 last year. So next year I'm going to save £130 because it's obviously going to go up again. We still haven't bought the salt, we still haven't bought the wood, but we have the money for my prepayment certificate, which will be the end of May. And I'm in the process of getting new quotes for the solar clean. You'll see actually that was 140. I've used £20 of the interest that I've generated over the last couple of months in my Starling account, and I've added that in because we think it's actually going to come above the 140. So I've just topped that up as well. So yeah, lots going on there. And last but no means least is holiday. Now this binder is looking a bit sad. We still haven't figured out what we're doing. I've moved New York into my savings challenge binder for now. Yeah, we still haven't, other than our little short break to the lakes in the summer, we haven't really got any other family holiday booked. So I'm adding £100 in today. And we're looking for inspiration for where we can go, because we've got lots of big birthdays to celebrate. And we really wanted to do Iceland. Is anybody who's booked to go to Iceland, are you still going? Just with all of the eruptions and things, I'm just a bit unsure. Anyway, holiday has now got £600, and I should have a £600 placeholder. She says yes. There we go. 600. So this tracker is from Mama Needs a Plan. It saves £1,500. So our accommodation is just under £600, and then the rest will be for kind of I mean, actually it's way more than we'd probably spend, but actually it means we could potentially go out for dinner a couple of nights if I manage to save this much up. So that's it. My check-in, no, my cash stuffing for week 3 of April. Done and dusted for another week. All reset and ready to go for the new week. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope all the children go back to school okay. And sorry for those commuters. There will now be a lot more traffic on the road. Until the next one. Bye.